temperatures below freezing. That means the incoming rain, well, it's forming a thin layer of ice on the roads. This is difficult to see because ice can be very dangerous and cause travel conditions to go from bad to worse very quickly.
Oh, absolutely. And you can't see it. You don't know where it's going to be.
Yeah.
Waleed Alamla joins us this morning with some tips to get prepared for those slick conditions. This after we noticed the bypass was closed because a semi hit a guardrail.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we've heard about a couple slide-offs happening around the area, and you just hit on it right there. We're actually right down the street from it here on Ironwood, and we're actually going to be joined with Sergeant Ted Bonner, who's going to give us some tips so we can avoid situations like that. Good morning, Sergeant Bonner.
Good morning.
We got these slick conditions out here already. What are some tips for drivers who are hitting the roads out here in this morning commute?
Yeah, I think right now we're right at that tipping point, kind of walking that tightrope between the roads being passable, but a temperature fluctuation either way can make a huge difference this morning. Coming in this morning, we had that slushy glaze on the roads that had been treated, you know, making them seem not all that bad, but underneath it all, like if you have to do a quick maneuver like brake quickly, you're going to slide. Those side roads, neighborhoods, they're like a sheet of ice that have not been treated and they've only been plowed. So the name of the game this morning is just to slow down and drive really slow because, you know, I'm afraid that the reports of slide-offs and crashes might pick up as we get more into the morning drive and get that higher volume of traffic. But right now, drive slow. Things are passable, but like I said, we're walking that tightrope right now.
Right, definitely, yeah, right on that borderline. Got to be safe. And if you're going to be one of the people out here for this morning commute, you should definitely take your time and use some caution. Thank you so much, Sergeant Bonner, for the tips. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Great advice. Thank you so much, Waleed.
I do believe we have some video of that crash this morning that I hope we can pull up. Waleed, we're going to check in with you in just a little bit. We're going to see if we can get that for you because we do feel it's important to note that the eastbound lanes of the bypass are currently shut down. Here it is. It's Michigan to Ironwood. Now you can see this semi here. Will it hit the guardrail at that bypass bridge in Ironwood around 1:25 this morning? That's what led to this. Again, the eastbound lanes of the bypass shut down from Michigan to Ironwood because of this. The reason it's taking so long, the towing company did respond along with law enforcement, but they're now going to have to wait until the sun comes up in order to actually move this semi again. That is why this area remains closed at this hour. The good news, no injuries as a result of this crash that we just mentioned. But again, we are hearing from law enforcement all over the area saying you got to slow down. We're seeing slide offs. We're seeing crashes. This one right here tells us the bypass maybe not something we want to take this morning.